Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the videos. Another paid request. It's time for James. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for the 2019 film The Intruder, which is not the most original title. There's been like a dozen movies called Intruder. In particular, late 80s film with Scott Speedle directing. Slasher film that takes place in a convenience store, grocery store, which I remember liking that one. This one, it's more of a thriller in the vein of that movie Obsessed, Lakeview Terrace with Samuel Jackson. It's not the most original movie. Pretty much a couple moves in. There's a guy who used to live there, and he's like, "Oh, well, I sold it to you, and it's gonna take a while for me to move. But I'll come by and help out." And of course, that guy you realize is a psycho. And even going back to the '90s films like Unlawful Entry and Pacific Heights. I mean, you've seen this type of movie before, and you've seen it done better. I was not a fan of this film. The only thing I just say noteworthy is Dennis Quaid plays a psycho, and he definitely chews the scenery up. So if you want to see Dennis Quaid be over the top and unleash, like he got a big old bag of cocaine or something, this is the movie for you. Of the couple, the guy is Michael Ealy, which I've seen him in a bunch of stuff. I think he was in The Perfect Guy, where he played the stalker. I think I reviewed that, I think. But here he's part of this couple. They say they get this new home in this area called Foxglove. And the thing is that the couple, in particular the lady, the wife, she is so oblivious that it just hurts her soul. Because right from the get-go, they're looking at the property because they're trying to find a house, buy a house, and they hear a gunshot, and Dennis Quaid shoots a deer right in front of them. And the way he talks, he immediately seems nuts. He seems fruitier than Fruit Loops. He seems crazy. And at times in this movie, you get some weird editing where, like, they're introduced to the house, shown around, and, like, there's a bit where they go through the house. Then all of a sudden, for some reason, it cuts to Michael Ealy's eyes. And his glasses are off. Then we talk to someone, and the next shot, his glasses are on. I'm like, wait a minute. Why did all of a sudden we have, this up close shot of his eyes, his glasses off? Then the next point, his glasses are on. Yeah, you should think, well, in between the shots, he put his glasses on. But with movies, when you do stuff like that, it makes it seem more like a continuity mistake for the viewer. Yes, in reality, when it cut to this could happen off screen, but you immediately give that disconnect of, you could say that with everything. If I'm talking to you right now, right, and then I just cut to the other side of the room, and then the next shot, this poster's missing. You'd go, oh, when I cut to this shot, I took the poster out. Or you'd be like, what the hell? What was that deal? It just elicits a question of the viewer, and now they're out of the story. Now they're out of whatever story you're telling. That's why a lot of times, as inconceivable, as insignificant as it is to some people, that's why, yes, sometimes the simple action of, if you have the glasses off, have a shot where he puts the glasses back on, now you've not taken people out of the story. No, I'm not saying that killed the movie, but I'm just saying those are filmmaking techniques that I don't know what. And I didn't even look at what this director has done in the past. I'll look at that real quick. I know I should have done it before. The director's name is Deon Taylor. And Dead Tone. Night Tales, the movie. Chain Letter. Oh, he did that movie. Oh, God. I think I've seen that movie, Chain Letter. Isn't Steve David in that? No, I'm thinking of some... Yeah, it is. Oh, God. I did see that movie. I didn't know it was that director. Oh, my God. He did Meet the Blacks too, which I didn't even see the first one. Deon Taylor. Rather be Deion Sanders. Because at least I know he's done something well. Might have been football, but I know he's done something well, unlike this guy. He's not that good of a director. And Michael Ealy, I liked him as an actor. He doesn't have the best track record. I mean, he was in the Jacob's Ladder remake. I'm on other... Like, come on, man. Guy needs to fire his agent. Because I do think he's got talent. He just doesn't get a lot of good parts, in my opinion. But like I said, Dennis Quaid, he's definitely chewing it up. And he's giving his all in chewing that scenery up. He chewed the furniture, he chewed the bed, he chewed the toilet, he chewed everything. Like, there's a bit where he gets an infatuation with the wife. And so he sneaks in when she's showering. He gives his look at... And then, like, takes his shirt off. Now, I don't know why he takes his shirt off, because you don't see him do anything else after that, but he has his look, and sometimes he'd be so chipper, like... Again, like he did a whole mountain of cocaine. But again, like, the characters... Like, Michael Ealy at least has some hesitance on this guy. Like, he knows this guy's nuts, at least. But the wife, again, she's so oblivious. It's like one day he's at work, and he finds out that Dennis Quaid is mowing their lawn. And she comes out and goes, "Where do you get the mower?" "Oh, it's in the garage. That's where I keep it." "Oh, you know, I saw the lawn out here, and, you know, it needs to be done. It needs to be done." I'm like, this guy, he's like coming over unannounced. He's mowing your lawn. He's acting insane. Well, he took a lot of drugs. He gave off all these warning bells. So her idea is to invite him to Thanksgiving. Other scenes, there's a bit where they're having dinner, and they've invited some of their friends, and the guy's kind of making fun of Dennis Quaid about how much he loves this place. I'm like, this is just a place, man. Like, come on, calm down, dude. So Quaid imagines him picking up a bottle and smashing it across the guy's face. They get the notion that they're being watched, so they put security cameras on the property, and Quaid freaks out. Even though he sold the place, even though it's not his place, it's not his place anymore. I'm sitting there going, come on, Miss Ma'am, Miss Wifey, I forget your damn name. What the hell does this guy have to do before you get any warning bells on your forehead? And there are scenes that are supposed to be creepy, but they come off as laughable. Like the couple have sex, and Dennis Quaid's there watching, but the faces he's making, it comes off more goofy than creepy. It comes off more goofy than frightening. And that's the thing, I don't think the film is scary, because it just, Quaid's being so over the top. It's somewhat entertaining. But he keeps telling Dennis Quaid, "No guns on my property. This is my property now. I don't like guns because of something that's happened in the past." I think like with his brother or something. At one point at a bar, he gets drunk and warns Quaid to stay away. And Quaid will do things like this one bit where he has a little hand mirror. He's just practicing smiling. At one point, Michael Ealy's hit by a truck, Now, any of us would figure out, yeah, Dennis Quaid did it. But he's like, question, I wonder who did it. And then he kind of remembers and he goes, I think it was. I'm like, you think? No, I think you should say you know. Granted, not that the wife would believe him anyway, because the wife isn't believing him on any other things. Until eventually, spoiler, from here on out, spoilers, Dennis Quaid does kill their friend, because the friend goes to check on the wife while his buddy, her husband, Michael Ealy, is in the hospital. And then he's walking out, and there's Dennis Quaid who freaks him out. He's like, "You got a cigarette? Oh, I'll save it for later." And he doesn't like the guy anyway, because earlier the guy had put his cigarette out on this little statue, and Quaid has a big infatuation with this property. Like, he would, if he could have sex with it, he would. Surprised there's not a bunch of glory holes around for him to put his big old meat stick in. You know, about 3 steps away from doing that. So he takes an axe, kills the guy. But you don't really see any blood, gore. It's not that kind of movie. I don't know the rating. I would think this is PG-13. I can't imagine this being R. If it is, it's a very tame R. Very tame. Like I say, he stares at the girl in the shower. Until ultimately, she finds out that there's this big tunnel system underneath the property. And that's where, I almost said Randy, Dennis Quaid, maybe that's where Randy Quaid lives now, since we haven't seen him. He disappeared, but Dennis Quaid has been living under these tunnels. And you think a lot more would be done with these tunnels? Not really. Like, the whole finale should have been in these tunnels, but it's not. Because you get maybe a claustrophobic feeling. They don't know the areas, so there's a sense of confusion, exasperation. Where do we go? We don't know where to go. That could create some suspense. Because Quaid knows where to go, but they don't, so he knows more than... And have the guy get there and the couple there, and they don't know where to go, but he does, so he can get ahead of them. And you create some tension, create some just suspense with a claustrophobic tunnel system. No, she sees it for a little bit, goes back up. Quaid attacks her. Michael Ealy arrives. They fight. There's a scuffle. Quaid gets the shotgun. And again, Quaid is just trying to have a ball with this. He shoots the chandeliers like lights out. Michael Ealy gets his ass kicked by Dennis Quaid for a bit until eventually Michael Ealy gets with his wife. They hide. Quaid shoot with a shotgun. They smack him in the face with a baseball bat. They grab his gun. You don't deserve Foxglove. Go to hell. Shoots him right in the face. And then this like rap song starts, which I don't know if a rap song really fits with this. But yeah, rap song just starts at the end. It's one of those things where the plot you've seen done dozens of times. That doesn't automatically mean a bad thing. But if you're going to do that, then you really either got to bring something unique to the table or something exciting or thrilling or suspenseful. I don't think that's the case here. The wife just comes off as an idiot with how many warning signs there are, and she's oblivious to all of them. The Michael Ealy, I think I do like him as an actor. I think he does an okay job. Dennis Quaid, if you're a diehard Dennis Quaid fan, sure, see it for his performance. You know, it doesn't end on a downbeat note, doesn't end on a sequel bait note. I just, maybe if you're a big sucker for these type of stalker, or however you want to put it, movies, I just need to see it, be my guest. I think a lot more could have been done with the tunnel system. I think, you know, the characters could have been written a bit better. Even when their friend was introduced, you're sitting there going, yep, that friend's going to die. You kind of figured. So it's not really surprising. Oh, you do get a little backstory to this when Michael Lee's trying to get home. He tries to get in contact with Dennis Quaid's daughter and finds out the truth about how psychotic he is and what happened to his wife, Quaid's wife, aka the girl's mom. I don't think that girl was the best actress, though, when she's trying to talk to Michael Ealy. I thought her delivery was fairly lackluster. Like I said, some of the editing as well seems a bit abrupt, or I said it's not edited the best. And that's the thing. If Dennis Quaid was not in this, I would say this was a snore fest, a bore fest. Again, for diehard Dennis Quaid fans, other than that, you just go watch Unlawful Entry with Kurt Russell and Ray Liotta. You go watch Pacific Heights with Michael Keaton. There's just a bunch of other types of movies like this. Again, Obsessed. That was a popular movie. Came out years before this. Again, it just, you've seen this done a dozen times. It doesn't really bring much new to the table. Hell, even Dennis Quaid did one similar called Cold Creek Manor. Except him and Sharon Stone were the couple, and Stephen Dorff was the psycho. So again, Cold Creek Manor, which I wasn't big on that movie, but I would rather watch that than this movie. But, see, Cold Creek Manor. Almost forgot about that, but I'm like, yeah, there you go. But I think this made a bit of money, so I think it was successful. There you go, but yeah, I can't say I was a fan of the movie. But the Quaid is good. I do like Dennis Quaid. Inner Space, even Jaws 3, Frequency. He's done a lot of good work. And again, I wouldn't say he does. Maybe he looked at the script and said, I just gotta go over the top, because if I don't, then it's just gonna be boring. Maybe that's the thing. It's just, I'm gonna go full force in Psycho. If the movie's not good, at least I can be somewhat memorable. If that's the case, he succeeded. So there you go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.